Hello and welcome to the Insecure Chef. I'm here today with Regina. We're going to be doing a vegetable casserole with meat. This meat in this case is really just a cold cut. I'll be using salami. You could use pepperoni or ham or no meat at all, but it's essentially a veggie casserole. So here we go. If you look down, you'll see that I'm going to put the bottom layer, and I'm going to be baking this casserole in this Corningware you're looking at. The bottom layer's got chopped up salami. I'm going to be following that with broccoli florets, followed that by onion slices, followed by split in half baby tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, followed by cauliflower florets, a little bit more of the salami, followed by the julienne carrots, and then we're going to top it with cheddar cheese. Once that's in the casserole, which I'm going to do right now, again, this is not very complicated. As I said, the salami is already in. In goes the broccoli. Going to follow that with the chopped sliced onions, rather. Next will come the half cherry tomatoes. Kind of mix them around, kind of get them somewhat evenly dispersed. Not critical, but pretty. And then we're going to follow that up with the cauliflower florets, like so. A little bit more of the sliced or diced salami in this case, as I mentioned at the top. You could use any meat you want or no meat at all. Okay, that. I'm going to follow this up now with the julienne carrots, like so. Alrighty. And now I'm going to make a mixture of a little flour, a little milk, and some parsley. The ingredients are estimated on the site. I say estimated because it really depends on how big a casserole you want to make. This pretty much comes down to your own eyeball choices, how much this you want, how much of that you want. So I think by simply looking at what I did in these very small little paper plates, you saw I only had enough to cover the bottoms. You get a pretty good estimate of what you want. It's not critical, all right? It'll come down, and if you have a preference, you want more tomatoes or more carrots, whatever, you can change those ratios. So I'm going to mix now the flour with the milk. Throw that in there right now. I'm going to follow this up with some chopped parsley. How much? Whatever you like, okay? You'll see what's going in here. I'm probably going to use about 2 tablespoons or thereabouts. All right, and that'll go in there. And now we're going to give this a stir. All right, and now to that, I'm going to dump this into the egg mixture. This is 3 eggs for this casserole size. Again, use your own judgment as to how you want it to look and appear. I'm going to mix that now into this. Alrighty, get that mixed up pretty nice. Make sure the flour is not clumped up. It shouldn't be. Meanwhile, while we're talking here, I'm preheating my oven to 350 degrees because this is going to get baked for about 40-45 minutes. Alright, I think that's looking pretty good. I don't see any lumps of any consequence. Alright, just a little bit more stir here. All right, now I'm going to be pouring this over the top of the vegetable meat mixture. That's going in right now. All right. All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm simply going to add the, well, first I'm going to do is kind of give this a pat down. Not a mix, but I'm just going to pat it down. Do you have to do this? Probably not, but I kind of like to make sure it's all covered up like that. What do you think, hon? Looks good?
Yeah, it looks good.
Looks like
Right amount of egg and everything.
Yeah, it looks like it might be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary. All right, you see the idea, what I'm trying to achieve there. All right, take that glove off. And now I'm just going to top it off with the remainder of the cheese. This is about, 2-3 ounces of cheese. If you like a lot of cheese, you can use more.
That looks good.
Like so. All right, I think that looks reasonable. Try to get the cheese, you know, somewhat level so it kind of melts evenly. All right. The oven, as I said, it has been preheated. So I'm going to stick it into this 350 oven. All right, get the old gloves on. And we're going to bake this for approximately 45 minutes. The actual criteria for determining whether it's done will be pretty much the cheese. If the cheese gets nice and bubbly and begins to brown, you're probably in the ballpark. If you like your vegetables extra well done, leave it a little bit longer. Don't leave it too long because you will, of course, burn things. But again, the estimate of 40-45 minutes is probably pretty good. So we're going to put that in now. I got it in the center rack. Going to set the timer, in this case, for about 45 minutes. But I'll be keeping an eye on it. And there we go. So, when the time's up, we'll come back and take a look at it. Okay, we're back. As you can see, the casserole is cooked after 45 minutes at 350. And I've let it sit out now for about 15 minutes. So we're going to cut into it in a moment. Just to let you know, the impetus for me to make this was because it is Easter season. And Italians and Italian Americans make something during Easter, which we called Easter pie. But many Italians will call it the pizzagana or a pizza rustica.
Right,
Rustica. Again, I'm not in the least trying to imply that this is like the Easter pie. But the Easter pies consist of a mixture of many different cold cuts with eggs, and it's of course
cheese.
Wrapped in a dough, complete dough with cheese inside, etc. So I'm not implying that it's the same, but it was the reason I decided to make something like this. So I'm going to cut into this. Hopefully it's solidified enough now that I can get it out without too much trouble.
Oh, there you go.
There we are there. I didn't mention at the top of the video that I did do a very, very faint greasing of the inside of the pan. Okay, I just took a little pan, spritzed it, and then rubbed it with a paper towel. So let's give this a shot and see if it's cooked completely and how it tastes. Yes. Broccoli is very tender, as is the cauliflower. Very good. Now, as you noticed when I made it, I didn't include any kind of spicing. I didn't use any salt or any pepper. That's solely up to you. I knew that there was the salami in there, and I thought that would be probably enough salt. But when it comes down to spicing like that, it's always your choice. Another taste. Very good. I think you'll enjoy it. One more time. So, from the Insecure Chef, with our veggie casserole with meat, or lack of meat, if that's your preference. We wish you a very pleasant evening. We hope you enjoyed the recipe. And from myself and from Regina,
Enjoy.
and have a great night. Please have your friends subscribe and give us a call. And let us know if you want to see anything cooked. Take care.